This is the Sicarus, one of the newest additions to our Incarnon arsenal. The Sicarus is a high fire rate burst pistol, which shoots 3 shots per trigger pull and while buffed a long time ago, has always been on the back burner for people to use. Generally, it was a good gun, but nothing special. But with the newest Incarnon adapters you can get from the circuit on Steel Path, or by buying the adapter for 120 platinum from Cavallero in the Zeraman directly, this gun completely changes. Once Incarnon is built up by acquiring headshots, bullets fired by the Sicarus will ricochet to additional enemies comparable to the dual Toxocyst or the Lato Incarnon. All of the Incarnon choices for the Sicarus are as follows. For the second evolution, unlocked after completing one solo mission with the Sicarus equipped, you will get to choose between 35 damage to base and either 40% additional damage to enemies below 50% health, called Feigned Retreat, or 150% critical chance on headshots, but 0% critical chance anywhere else, called King's Gambit. This 150% increase is not a flat additive crit chance increase, but instead is additive to other critical chance mods such as Primed Pistol Gambit. For single target DPS, King's Gambit is the preferred option here. Anywhere else, you can choose for Feigned Retreat. The third evolution you will get after getting 100 kills in Incarnon form with the Sicarus. Here you get a couple of quality of life options. First, you have Void's Guidance, giving you 40% increased accuracy and 40% less recoil. Then you have Rapid Reinforcement, giving you 50% additional reload speed. And finally you have Extended Volley, giving you 9 extra base magazine capacity for the non-Incarnon form. Out of all of these 3 options, I would recommend picking Void's Guidance as paired with other recoil reduction perks from, for instance, Steady Hands or from the secondary Deadhead Arcane. This will allow you to keep your Sicarus under control. For the fourth and final evolution, which you unlock after getting 40 headshots within one mission with the Sicarus Incarnon, you can pick between Commodore's Fortune, which increases the base crit chance by 14%, Survivor's Edge, which increases both base crit chance and base status chance by 9%, or Wise Man's Regard, increasing your status chance up to 40% based on your own crit chance modded on the weapon. Out of these 3 options, Commodore's Fortune will generally be the best pick. With all of the Incarnon perks equipped, the Sicarus becomes an absolute god tier weapon, dealing into the hundreds of millions of damage, but this is because the Sicarus is actually literally broken. You see, when you transfer into Incarnon mode, there's a hidden multiplier based on how full your Incarnon charge is that increases your damage. It is hard to estimate exactly how big this multiplier is, but from my initial testing, data suggests it to range anywhere from 16 times increase in damage to 143 times increase in damage based on what type of enemy and health you are damaging, for instance, armored health, normal health, or overguard. To go further in detail, I will swap to Simulacrum Casey, who will show you some examples and tell you how to scale this hidden multiplier. Okay, thank you so much, commentating Casey. Here we are in the Simulacrum, as you can see. I will show you that my Sicarus at the moment will have some mods on it. I will take those off and I will show you what it looks like when we have no mods on the Sicarus. And I will show you what this hidden multiplier is about and how we are able to scale it. So I will spawn in some enemies, I will get some Incarnon charge. Once it's full, I will switch to Incarnon form. And what you will see now is that there will be increased damage when my Incarnon meter is full. So there you saw 14,067 damage. If we keep firing, the Incarnon meter will deplete and the damage will decrease. So here you can see 13, and slowly we start going into the 12s, 11s, 10s. Let's go to the next target, 9s, 8s, 7, etc. So we see it keeps going down and down and down and down. Now, what I also want to show you is how we can scale this multiplier. So let's get back. And let me put on those 3 mods I had before. So all you really want is Hornet Strike for the extra base damage increase, a respective Bane mod, which is for the faction you are facing. So in this case, it's against the Orkin, and then crit damage. And this should be enough to, with one burst, kill an entirely armored Bombard Steel Path unit on level 210. And there we go. Thank you, Simulacrum Casey. Now for builds on the Sicarus, there are plenty of good options, but mainly you want to focus on a couple of things that I would suggest. First, focus on headshots whenever possible. This means you can make a build utilizing headshot focused mods, such as galvanized crosshairs and the secondary deadhead arcane. Also make sure you add base damage from Hornet Strike to benefit from the hidden damage multiplier. Multi-shot will always be helpful, as well as crit damage to stack onto the hidden multiplier as well. This leads me to suggest the following two builds. One utilizes secondary outburst to generate a short burst of crit chance and crit damage, which combined with the hidden multiplier works great against Demolists, and the second build used the secondary deadhead to focus mainly on getting those headshots in for maximum damage. Both of these builds will be even more amazing when combined with outside buffs, such as Arcane Velocity on your Warframe if you have the space, which gives you an immense 120% increase in fire rate, or the Bullet Attractor buff you get from the Scourge and Scourge Prime also works wonders to help you both easily charge your Incarnon form and take advantage of massive headshot damage without having you to aim. With all of that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in. This was a very brief recap on the Sicarus Incarnon. I hope you enjoy using the Sicarus Incarnon, and I also hope to see you in the next video. Bye. As always, thanks to all channel members for supporting the channel. If you are looking to become a member, please find the join button below the video.